Welcome back to Real Recap Cell. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most chilling social thrillers of the 2010s, The Purge 2013. Imagine a future where, for one night each year, all crime, yes, even murder, is completely legal. Sounds insane, right? Well, this film takes that terrifying idea and brings it to life in a suspense-packed ride. Let's get into it. The movie kicks off in the not-so-distant future. The year 2022. America has undergone a radical transformation under the rule of a totalitarian regime as the new founding fathers of America. Crime and unemployment have plummeted, and the economy is booming. But how? The answer: The Purge, an annual 12-hour event, held every March 21st from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., where all crime, including murder, becomes completely legal. Emergency services are suspended, the government steps back, and the people are left to fend for themselves. But here's the catch: this twisted holiday is marketed as a cathartic release, a chance for citizens to purge their inner rage and violence. In reality, it's a sinister way to eliminate the poor and marginalized, those who can't afford protection or weapons. It's a brutal form of population control disguised as public policy. Enter James Sandin, played by Ethan Hawke. He's a wealthy security systems salesman who has made a fortune selling top-of-the-line home protection units specifically designed for, you guessed it, Purge Night. Talk about profiting off chaos. James lives in a luxurious suburban mansion with his wife Mary, played by Lena Headey, and their two children, teenage daughter Zoe, who's caught up in a secret romance, and young Charlie, a curious and empathetic boy who's starting to question the morality of the purge. The Sandins appear calm, collected, and ready. As the purge begins, they lock down their home with steel shutters, surveillance systems, and state-of-the-art security. Safe, right, wrong. As the night unfolds, Charlie, disturbed by the violence outside, and unsure of the ethics of what his family is doing, notices a wounded man screaming for help on their security monitors. He's a homeless African-American man being hunted by a mass gang of purgers. Without telling anyone, Charlie disables the security system and lets the man in. That moment changes everything. James and Mary are horrified. They argue over what to do. Before they can come to a decision, the mass gang, led by a calm but terrifying man known only as the Polite Leader, shows up at their front gate. He politely demands the return of their victim, claiming they have a right to purge him. If the Sandins don't comply, they'll break in and kill everyone inside. Now the family must decide. Do they hand over an innocent man to be slaughtered, or risk their lives to protect him? As the Sandins delay their decision, the gang cuts power and prepares to invade. Meanwhile, tensions rise within the house. Zoe's boyfriend, who had snuck into the home earlier hoping to talk to James, pulls a gun at believing James would never allow their relationship. A struggle breaks out, and he ends up dead. Amid the chaos, the family tries to find the wounded man, who is now hiding inside the house, unsure if he can trust them. James, realizing there's no way out, eventually decides not to hand him over. He begins preparing for the fight of his life, and it comes fast and brutal. The masked gang breaches the home, and a bloody, intense battle erupts. James defends his family with everything he's got, wielding guns, knives, anything he can get his hands on. He kills several attackers, but ultimately, he's stabbed and mortally wounded. Before the remaining purgers can finish the job, a surprising twist occurs. The Sandins' neighbors show up and kill the remaining gang members, but it's not a rescue. The neighbors reveal their true intentions. They've harbored deep resentment toward the Sandins for their wealth and success. And now, on Purge Night, they want their own slice of vengeance. Just when all hope seems lost, the wounded stranger, the man Charlie let in, steps in and saves Mary and the kids, proving to be their unexpected guardian angel. Mary, now forced into the role of protector, holds the neighbors at gunpoint and demands, that everyone sit in silence until the purge ends at 7 a.m. No more bloodshed. The siren finally blares, signaling the end of the purge. The neighbors leave. The stranger quietly disappears into the morning light, and Mary and her children step into the dawn, forever changed. The Purge isn't just a horror movie. It's a commentary on social inequality, the value of human life, and the terrifying consequences of institutionalized violence. It forces viewers to ask, what kind of society are we creating when we turn a blind eye to the suffering of others? And that's why this film kick-started a massive franchise. It planted the seed of a dystopia that feels just a little too real. And that's what makes it unforgettable. If you enjoyed this recap, smash that like button, subscribe for more movie breakdowns, and let me know in the comments, what would you do if The Purge were real?